To people in pain, theirs is the only reality. Ask anyone who has suffered the death of a loved one if a friend's statement of, "I understand how you are feeling," was helpful. More often than not, they will tell you that such well-intended words felt cruel and unfeeling. No one can truly understand another's pain. No one should claim that their suffering is greater than someone else's. No one should make pronouncements that their pain is greater than another's. To a Jew, the pain of the Holocaust and the trauma of thousands of years of anti-Semitic persecution remains acute. I feel things differently because I am a Jew. My people's pain is my own. Similarly, I feel my spouse's pain more acutely. My parents' illness become mine. To be part of a family means that the joys and the tribulations of our relations indeed become our own. To a Jew, the barbarism of October 7 is all too real. Genocidal hate has once again become lethal. To hear praise for our murderers on college campuses is all too painful. To see in our own age the same hateful words leveled against our people for thousands of years, much especially after October 7, is too much to bear. To a Palestinian, their suffering is also acute and all too real. Israel's justified war against Hamas has devastated Gaza. To see Western countries support Israel's military wounds the Palestinian heart, I know. This is not to defend students' protests or others' justifications of Hamas terrorism. There can be no defense of Hamas and its terrorism. Instead, it is a recognition of another people's feeling. I may not sense them, I may not understand them or think that they are justified. Yet, I recognize that their feelings are just as real as my own. Likewise, I do not expect Palestinians to feel what I feel. I do not expect them to believe that what the world has done and does to the Jews is worse than what the world did and does to Palestinians, or even that Israel's war against Hamas is justified. I do expect people to condemn atrocities done in their names and not to resort to terroristic violence to achieve their ends. And there are no winners in this competition for suffering. There are two peoples in pain. There are two peoples suffering. I feel more keenly to the suffering of my own people. The angst, the anxieties of the Jewish spirit are my own. To my liberal Jewish friends, I say, compassion for others must not replace love for my own people. And to my conservative friends, I say, attachment to the Jewish people should not cast aside compassion for others. Rabbi Amiel Hirsch adds, the uniqueness of Judaism and the source of its moral power lie in our commitment to the Jewish family and to all the families of the earth at one and the same time. Ahavat HaBriot, love of humankind, is balanced with Ahavat Yisrael, love for the Jewish people. It is not one or the other. It is indeed both. On this Shabbat, after Yom HaShoah and before Yom HaZikaron and Yom HaAtzma'ut, I'm going to remember my people's pain. I am a Jew. On this Shabbat, I'm going to remember the lessons of the Holocaust. Anti-Semitism can become murderous. To be a Jew is to remain keenly aware of the dangers of this millennial hate. On this Shabbat, I'm going to remember our pain. I'm also going to struggle to make room in my grieved heart for the suffering of others. Our Jewish history and experience through the centuries teach us compassion for our own people and for others. And lastly, and with the same passion, on this Shabbat, I also celebrate the existence of this modern miracle called Israel. I celebrate the achievements of my brothers and sisters in our Holy Land, and I bow my head to all those who never stopped hoping and working towards the common goal of our people. This Shabbat, I will sing Hallel, and I will recite the Kaddish, because I am a Jew. Shabbat Shalom.